I'm currently logged in as Larry Nelson. Now, Larry is an executive at SSP or H&B. As such, Larry would like to see information published on his dashboard that relates to his role within the organization. Now, as you can see here on his dashboard, he's got some key performance indicators. He's got analytics in terms of new customers versus existing customer sales, monthly total sales. He's also got some actionable items that he needs to execute on. In this particular case, a couple of expense reports that he needs to execute. There's some navigation shortcuts. And as I scroll down on my dashboard here, there are additional vital pieces of information that are pushed to Larry in real time. The financial overview of the business, new monthly new business trends, weekly cash projections, etc., etc. So we can use our global search within NetSuite to basically look up anything within the NetSuite application itself. I can type in a customer over here, and that's going to look up any kind of information related to that keyword Keller. I can also add some prefixes here to narrow down my search term. So if I didn't want to show every single matching record that has Keller, I could actually use some prefixes here to narrow down my search term. Now, even though these dashboards are published, I have the ability myself to go ahead and personalize these. So if I wanted to make this dashboard my own, I could go ahead and add new widgets to the dashboard. So I can click on personalize, and these are all the different widgets that I have available to myself. I can drag and simply drop, rearrange that widget on the screen here and go ahead and then set up that widget. Let's just say in this particular example, I wanted to actually pull in some AR information, so I can go ahead and type in AR. I want to actually have a look at an AR aging, so I can go ahead and hit save there. And that's going to immediately show me that particular dashboard, or widget rather, on my dashboard here. Important for me as an executive to understand what my receivables look like. So let's go ahead and run some reports now. I'll go ahead and use my shortcuts over here, or my bookmarks, and click on the income statement, profit and loss statement. So let's go ahead and do that. And you'll notice we've got a nice looking income statement here. Plenty of revenue, cost of sales, expenses, etc., etc. But look down the bottom here where we have parent company consolidated. NetSuite is a multi-company application, and what you can see here are different legal entities. These are just representative of different companies. In this particular case, these are set up as countries just for demonstration purposes. But you can see this is actually a rolled up income statement across all of my subsidiaries, all of my legal entities. I don't need to export anything to Excel or do anything along those lines to consolidate my data. These are different legal entities rolled up into one P&L. I can go ahead and run a specific P&L by subsidiary. You'll notice here at the consolidated level, it's actually in USD. I can change this to United Kingdom, hit refresh, and that P&L is actually going to display the data in pounds, in sterling over here. Not only that, I can also then expand my P&L by various attributes. Now, in this particular case, what you'll see is that I've got revenue posting by different channels. So in the UK, 1.8 million pounds in sales via Amazon, just shy of $1 million in B2C. So at a few clicks of a button, I've been able to go ahead and consolidate at a top level, look at the individual companies, and then also slice and dice my P&L by channel. For you, it could be product line or whatever it may be. But at a few clicks of buttons here, I can slice and dice my data at a company level, at a top level. No need to export to Excel or anything along those lines. Now I'm back on my dashboard here, and Larry actually has a couple of actionable items that he needs to execute today. In this example, Larry actually has 2 expense reports that he needs to approve. So I can go ahead and drill down on that, and you can see I've got a couple of expense reports that he can go ahead and either drill into or approve directly from here. But the whole intent here is NetSuite is pushing information, depending on your role within the organization, that you can execute on, rather than doing things in email or Excel or whatever, keeping a task list somewhere else. These reminders are able to push information and push actionable items to you. NetSuite's a role-based application. So from an executive, I'll actually change my role into an accounting manager. Now, as an accounting manager, My role within the company is very different to Larry. There are certain things that are important to me that I need to accomplish on a day-to-day basis. That's the intention around the dashboard, to push relevant information by role, by individual, that individual can action on. Now, you'll notice here the general look and feel of the dashboard is very similar to Larry's, but the data and what he's actually seeing is very different. First off, you'll notice that the accounting manager actually has a lot more actionable items to accomplish within NetSuite, from bill approvals to bills to pay, amortizations, etc. The shortcuts are a little different. Even the analytics around the organization are different for the accounting manager. Monthly average days overdue versus sales, etc. So the idea here is that we publish dashboards to a group of individuals by role to allow them to accomplish their job more efficiently, leveraging automation, and basically just pushing relevant information to that individual.